Hi guys, CA Inter students. My name is Sourabh Mutha and welcome to another session of MCQs. This time for direct taxes. I'm going to cover all the MCQs, guys. It's a big task. बहुत ही बड़ा task है. Over about 130 MCQs है और बहुत सारे case studies है और हम सारी चीजें cover करेंगे इस वीडियो में. Watch it and watch it again, guys. Every time you think कि MCQs करने हैं, just start this video and do it and you'll be good to go. So, without wasting any time, let's dive into this video which basically covers everything around MCQs. Here we go. This is the MCQ booklet. Let me show you what it contains. This contains a lot of MCQs. Let's start off. First, we will do the plain MCQs and then we will move on to the other MCQs which are basically case-based MCQs. So, देखते हैं क्या है इसमें. Guys, for this I've also made a Excel. अगर इसके calculations करने हैं और वो देखना है तो एक link दिया है Google Drive का in the same video. You can access the Google Drive in the DT folder. You can find this Excel working sheet for all the MCQs. I'll show you how the working sheet works. All right, so let's begin. Let's break the coconut. Let's cut the ribbon and let's enter into the field of MCQs. The tax liability of Saral, who's a resident who attained the age of 60 years on the 1st of April 2022. That means in the year 2022-23, he reached the age of 60. But if you know, guys, the moment you are reaching 60 on 1st of April, you completed 61 day before. That means you're also a senior citizen or 60 years or more in the year 21-22. So in this year, which is the year of question, 21-22, this year you will be 60 years, so you will get basic exemption limit of 3 lakh. He does not offer provisions of 115 BAC. Good for him, good for us. During the previous year, on total income of 5 lakh 60. So on 5 lakh 60, what will be his tax, guys? So let's calculate 5 lakh 60. If you know basic exemption limit, guys, up to 3 lakh rupees, no tax. So 0. From 3 lakh to 5 lakh 10,000 and from 5 lakh to 5 lakh 60, उस पे जो tax calculation होगा, I'll just show it to you here so you have an idea what I'm talking about. Guys, this is the Excel sheet that I'm talking about. And in this Excel sheet, as you can see, 10,000, 12,000, that is 22,000 plus cess is 22,880. This is the calculation. This is the answer. Let's check the answer. 22,880 is the right answer. Guys, I'm not highlighted it. The ones that are highlighted are the ones that you need to keep looking at because the other ones, guys, are pretty sorted. Let's move on to the next one. The tax liability of Nirlep Cooperative Society. Wow, guys, Cooperative Society is not important from CA Inter perspective. But remember, for tax liability up to 10,000, they don't have any basic exemption limit. Up to 10,000, it's 10%. From 10,000 to 20,000, it is 20%. And anything more than 20,000 will be taxed at the rate of 30%. Surcharge of more than 1 crore total income, 12%, and cess is applicable always, is always 4%. Total income of 90,000. So on 10,000, 10%, 10 to 20,000. I'll show the calculation here on this screen. Guys, here is 1,000 on the first 10,000, then on the next 10,000, 20%, and the remaining 70,000 at 30%. This gives you 24,000. No surcharge because only income of 90,000, but cess, of course, 24,960 with the cess. Answer is here 24,960. Guys, keep doing the sums. Whenever you want to do the calculations yourself, pause the sum on that video of the Excel and do the calculations yourself. बहुत ही easy calculations है. What is the amount of marginal relief? Guys, marginal relief is when you're just slightly above the last surcharge limit. जैसे आपका income is 1 crore 1 lakh and you're just 1 lakh more than the surcharge limit, and in that case you get a marginal relief. Here it's a company, it's a domestic company where the surcharge is like this: more than 1 crore, it's at the rate of 2 plus 5 7%, and more than 10 crore is at the rate of 12%. Here your income is 10 crore 3 lakh 50,000, just slightly more than 10 crore. Unfortunately, you'll have to pay a surcharge of 12%. But don't worry, you will get a exemption, or sorry, a marginal relief calculated as under. So here we go, guys. Calculation ऐसे करना है. First, you'll do it for 10 crore 3 lakh 50,000. This is 30% of that. This is the basic tax. 25% does not apply because bola gaya hai ki 2 years back the turnover is more than 400 crores, and hence in this case 30% for companies applies. The 10% surcharge, so with the 12% surcharge, so with the 12% surcharge it is this. This is with the surcharge. Now stop and do it for 10 crore also. Had your income been 10 crore, you would have paid 30% tax, which is great, but you would have paid a lesser surcharge, which is only this surcharge will only be at 7%, but you paid 12%. So how much extra did you pay? 16,17,600. You paid extra to earn an extra income of only 3,50,000. So the government gives you a surcharge of 12,67,000. This surcharge you will minus. Yes, from this calculations you will minus from 3,37,000 17,600. This is basically what you will minus, and this is the final number. But they've asked you not for the final number, they've asked you for the surcharge. So this is a surcharge 12,67,600. So here we go. The answer is here 12,67,600. Moving on to the next one, guys, the tax payable by Dharma LLP on a total income of 1 lakh. Here they have not asked you for the margin relief, they have asked you final tax payable. But of course, relief will apply because 1 crore 1 lakh, just slightly more than the exemption surcharge limit. So let's see for Dharma LLP what is the calculation. On 1 crore 1 lakh, the tax at 30%, because LLPs pay tax at 30%, is 30,30,000. Guys, for LLP, if it's more than 1 crore, surcharge is at 12%. So with surcharge is 33,93,000. Without the surcharge, it would have been so much lesser. So this is extra surcharge you're paying to earn just 1 lakh rupees more. So this is the marginal relief. Now this amount, reduce it by the marginal relief. So from 33,93,600, I've reduced the marginal relief. I've got 31 lakh, and on 31 lakh, I have to pay surcharge, sorry, cess, that is 3224. This is what I need to pay. This is your answer, guys, 3224. Guys, in the Google Drive link that you will find this sheet with the highlighted sheet. You will also find the answer sheet, which I've kept separate for ease of reference, and you will also find that Excel sheet. Looking at the next question, Raman, who is 64 years old, was not able to provide satisfactory explanation for investments of 7 lakhs. Guys, any undisclosed income, any undisclosed investments, any undisclosed assets, or any undisclosed expenditure, if you can't provide explanation, or the explanation you provide is bogus, is not convincing, then the government will tax you at the rate of 60% flat under a section called 115 BBE. Big black expenditure is what is the shortcut, in case you remember. If you don't, learn it from here. Plus, this is the tax part, plus surcharge will always be at the rate of 25%, plus there will be a cess of 4%. So on 7 lakhs, we have to do this calculation. Here we go. I'm showing you the calculation here on the screen, question number 5. In question number 5, just one second. Yes. In question number 5 on 7 lakh, this is 60% of that. This is the tax. With the surcharge, it is 5,25,000, and with its cess, it is 5,46,000. This is what you will land up paying, 5,46,000. Moving on to the 6th question, guys. It's now residential status. Anirudh, who's an Indian citizen, has stayed in India during the year 21-22 for 181 days. So basic condition 1, of course, will not apply, because that set should be more than 182 or more days. He is a non-resident in 9 out of 10 years. So additional condition 1 does not apply. So he can never be an RNOR. Sorry, he can never be ROR, because for ROR, both additional conditions need to be fulfilled. His stay in India for the preceding 4 years is 365 days. So basic condition 2, will it apply to him? Yes. Basic condition 2, stay in India greater than or equal to 60 days is applicable, and greater than or equal to 365 days is also applicable. It does not apply to an Indian citizen who has left India for employment, but he is not the case. And it does not apply to someone who's visiting India, which is also not the case. So this one is basically second condition is fulfilled. So RNOR. Let's see the answer, guys. So this one, 6th question, is it an RNOR, resident but not ordinary? Absolutely right. So they've not used the exceptions. Basic condition 2 they've applied, and in basic condition 2 he's satisfied it, so he becomes a resident. But he does not become a ROR because additional conditions he's not fulfilling. So he's an RNOR. I hope this is clear. So answer for 6th one is B, RNOR. All right. Moving to the next one, guys, the 7th question. For this question, there's no Excel calculation. Mr. Mahesh is found to be the owner of 2 gold chains. Lucky him, 50 grams each, worth 1,45,000. Each is not recorded in the book, so undisclosed investments. So 1,45,000 will meet the same fate, guys. You will multiply it, and you will multiply it by 60% plus surcharge plus cess. Here is the calculation for that one. So this is the gold chain into 60% with this is 60% with 25% surcharge always, and then cess of 4%, 2,26,200. This is your answer, 2,26,200. Perfect. Next वाला देखते हैं, guys. Ajay, qualified doctor है. He joined a reputed hospital in Delhi on 1st January 2022. He earned a total income of 3,20,000. ऑन 31st Jan, मतलब इस साल में उसने ओनली 3,40,000 रुपीज कमाए, ओनली नहीं है, मतलब बेसिक एग्जामिशन लिमिट से थोड़ा सा ऊपर है। His employer advised him to claim rebate. Rebate कब ले सकते हो guys? And कौन से statements correct है? An individual who is a resident in India, yes, सिर्फ residents को मिलता है. And total income is up to 5 lakh is entitled to rebate. Yes, absolutely correct statement. 3,50,000 is wrong, so ये wrong है. Maximum rebate is 5,000. No, it's only 12,500. Rebate is an exemption from total income. No, it's only from basic tax you get an exemption. Maximum rebate is 12,500. So ये right है. And rebate is in the form of deduction. Yes, so 1, 5 and 6 right है. 1, 5 and 6. So B is the right answer. Next, guys, Raman is a citizen of India, was employed in Hindustan Lever Limited. He resigned on 27th September during the year, and he moved to Dubai for the first time on 1st of October. So basically, in India, how many days did he stay? You have to calculate from April, May, June, July, and August, September also, and first day of October also you have to calculate. So if you calculate that, the ninth question, his stay in India becomes 184 days. So 184 days, that means he's satisfying basic condition 1, so he becomes a resident, and he's going for the first time, so both the additional conditions will be fulfilled. So hence he becomes a ROR. That means he's crying, guys, his entire global income is taxable in India. So whether it's his Indian income from Hindustan Unilever or his Dubai income, both will be taxable in India. So this is the answer. Income received in India and in Dubai, both are taxable in India. Moving on to the 10th question, guys. Suhan is a non-resident, so only their income is taxable. Let's see if the their income is there or not. Dividend income from an Indian company, yes, it's their income, so 12,50,000, which was declared on 30th September, credited to his bank account on 5th October. Guys, if this is anyways, dividend income, if you remember, final dividend is when it's declared, but interim dividend is whenever it is received. Just 1 second. Alright, guys, ये वाला next continue करते हैं, and he has interest in his bank account 15,000 rupees saving account from State Bank of India, so this one will also be taxable. But remember, guys, a deduction you will get under 80 TTA of 10,000 rupees maximum. It's given even to non-resident, yes, because everyone is saving money, it helps the country, so it's given even to non-residents. You have to find the income chargeable to tax, basically total income find out करना है. So 12,50,000 plus 15,000 minus 10,000 is 12,55,000. This is the right answer. 10 MCQs down, guys. Good progress. Start किया है और करते हैं. Ashish earns the following income during the year 21-22. Ashish is a resident but not ordinary resident. Basically, that means only DEER plus 1 incomes are taxable. Guys, अगर नया student है and you don't know what is this, then please ask me. Enroll for my classes, watch my recordings on any platform, or enroll at the physical classes and learn these shortcuts with me. So interest on UK development bonds, 1/4 ही receive हुए हैं. So received in India is only 1/4, that is 1 lakh will be taxable. And next, capital gain of a sale and building in India, so it's earned in India, so entire 6 lakh will be taxable. So totally taxable income is 7 lakh. इसमें कोई deduction देख नहीं रहे हैं, तो 7 lakh will be the amount chargeable to tax in India. So very simple 11th question. Going to the next one, guys. Mr. Sumit is an Indian citizen and a member of a crew of an American bound ship. Only foreign ship जारी है. In this case में the day you leave and the day you arrive include नहीं किया जाएगा. You need to find out the residential status of Mr. Sumit. Let's see the residential status, guys, for him. Date entered in the continuous discharge certificate is 25th April. So 24 days of April. And फिर October में 25th October से वापस आप चालू करोगे. So you will calculate number of days. April 24th. 24 days of April. October में 31 minus 25 करोगे, plus 1 नहीं करोगे, because you don't, sorry, 24 करोगे, 31 minus 24, just 1 second. You will not add 1 because you don't want to include 24, and November, December, Jan, Feb, March add करोगे, and you'll find out his total stay during the year. Let's check it up from here. His total stay for the year is 182 days. All right, 12th question है. Yes, so 182 days हो गया. First, is the first basic condition satisfied? Yes, because it says 182 or more. So first is satisfied. Now check ROR or RNOR. In the last 4 years, guys, his stay, ये तो relevant नहीं है. Last 7 years, his stay is 730 days. Yes. And was he a resident in 2 out of the 10 previous years? Just 1 second. Yes, looks like. So he's a ROR. Let's check the answer, guys. Yes, ROR. बिकॉज गाइज यहाँ पे अज्यूम किया है कि इन द लास्ट ही इज बीन इन इंडिया ओनली. यस. Mr. Sumit has been filing his income tax return in India as a resident for the preceding 2 previous years. So at least in 2 of the last 10 years, he's been a resident. So in that case, he's an ROR. As your additional condition, basic condition should be strong. I hope they are strong. Next, Mr. Square, an Indian resident, currently resides in Dubai. ये Indian citizen है, ये दुबई में है, and he's visiting India. Second basic condition does not apply unless you are very rich. That means your Indian income is more than 15 lakhs. Otherwise, only basic condition one check करनी है. Stay in India during the year is 135 days. It's not 182 or more, and hence you become a non-resident. Very simple. 13th question is he's a non-resident. बहुत ही simple question था, guys. It sounds confusing, but if your concepts are right, then you don't need to check basic condition 2 and stuff like that. Next, 14th question. Dividend income from Australian company received in Australia last year brought to India and this year is taxable. Nahi guys, ये remittance है. Remittance is never taxed. Whoever you are, it's never taxed. So that's the 14th question. Mr. Ramesh is a citizen of India, is employed in the Indian embassy. He's our person who's in France. If you remember, he's not in France though. In the question it says Australia. He's a non-resident. He receives salary allowances in Australia and also some perquisites. His salary is taxable, but allowances are not taxable. Remember, 7 allowances and perquisites are also not taxable. Answer is C. We tax our people, they tax their people. That means we will tax our people in Australia and Australia will tax their people in India. Next, guys, Mr. Nishant, the resident but not ordinary resident, RNOR. That means DIR plus 1 income only. For the year 2021, he was a RNOR. And for the year 21-22, he was a ROR. Has received rent from a property in Canada amounting to 1 lakh during the previous year. इस year में उसने Canada से rent मिला है, but that time the Canadian rent is not taxable because RNOR only DL plus 1 is taxable. Canadian rent is not taxable. The next year he remitted the amount in India. Is it taxable now? No, remittance is never taxable. So answer is D. Next, who amongst the following will qualify as a non-resident? Very, very good question, and hence I marked it yellow. Mr. Joey, Italian designer, came to visit India to explore opportunities. So from 3rd of September to 15th December, including those dates, if you calculate, you will get Joey's number of days. Your Joey's number of days is 104. So basic condition 1 does not apply. Basic condition 2 also does not apply because he does not visit India every year. Yes, he does. So let's check basic condition 2. Is he staying more than 60 days or more? Yes. And the last 4 years, has he stayed for 365 or more? Yes. So he becomes he becomes a resident, guys. Basic condition 2 applies. He becomes a resident. But because, guys, basic condition, additional conditions will not satisfy. Example, the second additional condition in the last 7 years was your stay in India greater than or equal to 730 will not satisfy. So hence he becomes a RNOR. So here he's a RNOR. Next, guys, Sanjay was born and settled in Canada. He's a Canadian citizen. Indian citizen nahi hai wo. He visits India each year for 3 months. So basic condition 1 will not satisfy because it's not greater than or equal to 182 days. Basic condition 2 will apply, yes, because he's not an Indian citizen visiting India. He's a foreign citizen. Basic condition 2, 60 days or more, yes. And the last 4 years, 365 days nahi hota hai, because even if you consider 3 months every year, that is 90 days into 90 into 4 is basically 360 days. So he does not fulfill both these conditions and hence he is a non-resident. So Sanjay is a non-resident here. And last, let's check Chang. Chang is a Korean scientist. Korea के बहुत सारे लोग इंडिया में बहुत popular है. You know what I mean. He's a Korean scientist. He's in India. He left for his home country for fixed employment. He stayed in India and study and research since 2017. So 2021 he was in India till 1st July. So you have to calculate April, May, June, and the 1st of July. And if you calculate the number of days, it is 92. Basic condition 1 does not apply. Basic condition 2 will apply because in this year, his stays in India is greater than or equal to 60 days. In the last 4 years, it is greater than or equal to 365 days. But of course, maybe the 7-year thing will not apply to him. So he'll become a resident, but not ordinary resident. But the question is, who will be a non-resident? Only one guy, Sanjay, is a non-resident. So that is question number 17. Next, question number 18, which of the following income would be exempt for a Sikkimese individual? If you remember, section 1026 above is for Sikkimese individuals. Only income from any student state of Sikkim plus dividend from anywhere in India and interest from anywhere in India. All of the above is the right answer. Next, which of the following statements is true with respect to taxability of agriculture income? Any income derived from saplings and seedlings, is it exempt? Yes. 60% of dividend received from shares held in a tea company is exempt. Absolutely rubbish. Entire dividend income is taxable, no matter what the company does. While computing income from tax liability of assessee age 50 years, agriculture income is required to be added to total income scheme of partial integration if net agriculture income exceeds 5,000 and total income, including net agriculture income. No, it should be agriculture income more than 5,000 and other taxable income, that is excluding agriculture income, should be more than basic exemption limit. This is right. So first and fourth is right. Answer is this, first and fourth. 20th is a good question, again highlighted. XYZ has two units. One is the SEZ unit and one is the domestic tariff area unit. No benefits on domestic tariff area, but SEZ is an awesome area. So you get 10 AA deduction after you calculate GTI. Let's calculate. The SEZ was set up in 2013. That means in the first 5 years, no second 5 years, only 50% benefit will be given. The total turnover XYZ is 8 crore 50. इसमें से यहाँ पे 3 crore 25 होता है. If this is 3.25 crore, the balance will be SEZ. This is the total turnover of SEZ unit. You have to find out the export turnover. Export turnover is 2.5 crores. You have to find out the percentage of export and then multiply it with the profit. That profit, whatever it will be, uska 50% benefit you will get under section 10AA. You'll get a deduction. So let's calculate. I'll show you the calculation here on this sheet. Guys, for the SEZ unit, the total turnover is 5 crore 25 lakhs. Our other export is 2,50,000. So percentage is 48%. I applied the percent to the profits. So basically, they're saying that whatever profits of the SEZ unit, whatever percentage of export you've done will give you that much benefit. So you have to figure out something called export percentage. That means your percentage of export into the profits. So export profit, sorry, my bad. It's called export profit. That's the shortcut. What is export profit? Export ka percentage find out karo. Into profit pe multiply karo. You get 38,09,524. You could have got 100% of this, but you're not in the first 5 years. So you'll get only 50%. That is 19,04,762. 19,04,762. Remember guys, यहाँ पे total turnover दिया है. You have to minus this of the DTA unit to get the SEZ turnover. ये थोड़ा maths दिया है यहाँ पर. They have not directly given you 5 crore 25 lakhs. Alright, 21st question guys. Income from farm building situated in the immediate vicinity of an agricultural land would not be treated as agriculture income. Guys, do you remember, if there's a place which has a population of more than 10 lakhs, then not just that, but up to 8 kilometers is urban area, which is taxable. If it's more than 1 lakh, but up to 10 lakh, then 6 kilometers. And if it's more than 10,000, then 2 kilometers, and up to 10,000, that same area. That means those are also urban areas. So here, 12,000 and up to 2 kilometers. So this is urban. 11 lakh for up to 8 kilometers is urban. So this is also urban. 10 lakh 50, 8 kilometers is also urban. Only this one, guys, up to 2 kilometers, and this is beyond 2 kilometers. And this is will be basically, this will be agriculture income. I've changed this, not remove it, please. Would be agriculture income. Only this one will be agriculture income. Answer is A, because if it's up to 2 kilometers, you're in urban area. This is beyond 2 kilometers, and hence this is a rural area. All right, just 1 second. I'll make the change here as well. 1 minute. Just 1 second, guys. All right, so here we go. Yes, 21st question done. Next 22nd. Anirudh stays in Delhi. His basic salary, guys, getting to salary questions. Basic salary is 10,000. So basically, his B is 1,20,000 rupees a year. His HRA is 60,000. So his 6,000 into 12 is 72,000 into 60% is D. Basically, 1 second, 6,000 into 12 into 60% is 43,200, I think. Yes. And 1% commission on a turnover of 12 lakh is 12,000. So plus 1,20,000 plus 12,000. So 1,75,200 is basically the BDC. If you know what I mean by BDC, BDC is used for all calculations. B is basic salary, D is that dearness which forms part of retirement benefits, and C is that commission which is a percentage of turnover. Now that we've got this, they want the HRA exemption. Guys, HRA exemption is calculated as under the HRA that you receive. How much have you received? 5,500? No. You have received 5,000 per month, that is 60,000. Or rent paid minus 10% of salary. So 5,500 into 12, rent paid is 66,000 minus 10% of salary, that is 17,520. Minus 17,520 is basically 48,480. And because you're in Delhi, it's 50% of salary. So 1,75,200 into 50%, 1,75,200 into 50% is 87,600, whichever is the least. Here we go. I've shown the same calculations here as well, so don't worry about it. This is your calculation. So the least is 48,480. So this will be the calculation, guys. This is the right answer. Here we go. 48,480 is the HRA exemption. Check on the exam, guys. If they ask you HRA taxable, then you have to minus 60,000, which you have received, and 48,480 you have to minus, and the balance will be taxable. So see what have they asked you in the exam. This is the 22nd question. 23rd is VRS, guys. You remember, whenever you get VRS, that means you're voluntarily retiring from a company. So you look behind and you look ahead, and VRS is given exemption. So how much have you received? First 7 lakh will be added, and they have asked taxable VRS. So you'll have to minus an exemption, and balance you have to tell them. So what is the exemption? First is 5 lakh. Statutory limit, yes. Second is amount received, 7 lakhs, yes. Third is, you will see behind, what do you see? You see the basic, the salary received. So what is the salary? 20,000 plus 5,000, 25,000 into 3 times the number of completed years. So 25,000 into 3 into 30 is basically 22,50,000. That's a huge number. And last is D, basically your salary into number of months till retirement, 6 years, that means 72 months. So 25,000 into 72, which is basically 18 lakhs. These are all big numbers. The smallest number is 5 lakh. So 5 lakh will be the exemption, and 2 lakh will be the amount taxable. Guys, this is a difficult question, but it's not important because salaries may, all this does not come very often. Moving ahead, guys, Anand is provided with furniture to the value of 70,000 along with the house from Feb 21. The annual hire charges, that means hire पे लिया है furniture और दिया है आपको, वो ownership में नहीं है. अगर ownership में होता तो you would take 10% of original cost, but this is hire. So 5,000 per annum, you're taking it for the whole year 21-22. Feb में लिया है तो आपका पूरा साल में लिया होगा, तो 5,000 is the perquisite valuation. And this one, guys, Mr. Kashyap receives basic salary of 20,000 from his employer. He also received, basically you have to calculate the amount chargeable to tax under salary. So 20,000 per month is 2,40,000. He received children education allowance of 3,000. 3,000 each nahi likha hai, so I will add 3,000. But guys, for children you get an exemption of 100 per month per child. But यहाँ पर 3,000 for 3 children है, per child 1,000 है, तो you cannot minus 1,200. You will only minus 1,000. I repeat, per child is 1,000. So 3 children का 3,000 हो जाता है. But per child you have exemption is 100 per month, 1,200. But I cannot minus 1,000 minus 1,200. So I can only minus 1,000 per person. That is 2,000. So 1,000 becomes taxable. Your 2,40,000 is taxable. And last is transport allowance of 1,800 per month into 12 is 21,600. As any exemption amount spent, I could have minus, but there is no amount spent. So 1,000 plus 2,40,000 is 2,62,600. But as you know, you get a standard deduction of 50,000. Once you minus it, it will become 2,12,600, which is the right answer. Next, guys, we will continue from here now. I hope 25 MCQs went very, very smooth. We will now continue from number 26. All right, moving now ahead to the next MCQ, guys. So here it is. These are the next MCQs here. 1 second. Here we go. So looking at 26th and then moving ahead, 25th onwards, we have to move ahead. So here is the 25th MCQ. All right. So this is 25th, which we are already done. 26, guys, there is an error. So I'm just going to avoid it. There is a mistake here in this question. 27th, Vidya received 9,000 in May 21 towards recovery of unrealized rent. Guys, unrealized rent, whenever you recover, in the year you recover it, it will be taxable. Yes. And 30% deduction फिर भी मिलेगा आपको. Yes. और कुछ rent expense मिलेगा नहीं. So 90,000 का 30% minus कर दोगे. So 90,000 into 70% is 63,000. Fairly simple question. This is 27. 28th, guys, star marked है, highlighted है. Ganesh and Rajesh are co-owners of a property, self-occupied property है, so maximum deduction will be 2 lakh per person. They own 50% share each. The interest paid by each co-owner is 2,05,000. गाइस अगर 2,05,000 भर रहे हो ईच कॉर्नर तो यू विल ईच गेट 2 lakh रिडक्शन. बेनिफिट दो जनों को मिलेगा because the benefit of 2 lakh is per person. So the what is the answer? The amount of allowable deduction in respect of each corner is 2 lakh. Mr. Raghav has 3 houses of self-occupation. Sorry, in India you cannot have 3 houses which you do SOP. So only 2 houses at your option can be SOP, whereas the other house will be deemed let out property. Answer is B. An electricity company which charges depreciation on SLM method, only they are allowed to charge on SLM method. Their asset value was 1,20,000 at the start of the year was 1,35,000. They sold it for 1,20,000. Sorry. So basically, they sold it at a loss. We won't call it loss. We call it a new name called terminal depreciation. If you sell it at a profit, that's called balancing charge. Mr. X acquires an asset for scientific use for 2,75,000. He claimed deduction, 100% deduction you get, guys. So 2,75,000 पे पूरा 2,75,000 deduction मिलेगा under section 35. And hence the actual cost in the block will be nil. Answer is nil, absolutely right. Mr. X, a retailer, acquired furniture on 10th May for 10,000 in cash. 10,000 is okay. 15,000 in bearer check is not okay. 20,000 account pay check is okay. So basically total value is 30,000. Us pe 10% because it's furniture, you will get a deduction of 3,000. Continuing ahead, guys, the WDV of the block, plant and machinery block, where depreciation rate is 15%, was starting of the year 3,20,000. You added one more asset, a second-hand machine. Second-hand basically means you won't get additional depreciation of 50,000. Was acquired on 1st September, but that is irrelevant. It was put to use on 1st November, so you'll get half year's depreciation on this. And one asset was sold for 2 lakhs. So basically, you will have to calculate in the end, it is 1,70,000. This is the closing block. On this depreciation, I can't multiply 15% because one of them is half year. So on 1,20,000, guys, on 1.2 lakh, it is 15%. On the balance 50,000, it is at 7.5% because half year's depreciation. Here is a calculation for the 33rd question, guys. Here we go. So half year, full year is half year. This is full year depreciation, half year depreciation. Total is 21,750. I hope this is understood, guys. You can refer to this book for all calculations. Here we go. Going to the next one now. 34th. ABC and eligible assessee following mercantile system of accounting. 44 AD they are following. This is basically presumptive taxation. In the bank account 6% and other than bank account 8%. Total turnover is 1.3 crores. So you are eligible. Yes. 25 lakh received in account pay. So 25 lakh into 6%. Sorry. 50 lakh received in cash. So 50 lakh into 8%. 25 lakh recovered by account pay check before the return filing due date. So 25 into 6%. And the 30 lakh has not been received. So that into 8%. If you do this calculation, you will get 9,40,000. Mr. Shahid, the wholesaler of dyes, provides you the following details of cash payments made during the year. Let's see which of them is disallowed, guys. Loan repayment of 27,000. Just 1 second. So 27,000 is a loan repayment, guys. Loan repayment, there is no problem. Only expense, it should not be more than 10,000 per person per day. So this is perfectly allowed. Portable dye machine for 15,000. The payment was made in cash in 3 weekly installments. So it's not more than 10,000 per person per day. So this is also allowed. Payment of 10,000 is allowed. And payment made from unregistered dealer for 13,500. Which of them will be disallowed under section 44 AD? As 44 AD assumes you've done all deductions well, so hence nothing will be disallowed. What if you're not in 44 AD? Then 13,500 would be the right answer. Very good question, tricky question, and hence, guys, it has been highlighted. 36th. Salaried employee who invests in equity shares, basically the income will be in capital gain. Can you minus STT? No, you can't minus STT. STT can be minus only if you're in PGBP and earning that income in PGBP. Rebate under 88E, no. STT is treated as an expense, no. Capital gains without deducting. Both look like right answer, which is the one. 100 listed shares which have been held for 14 months, so it's long-term capital gains, so taxable at 10% above 1 lakh. So this is the right answer. Answer is C. 54 EC, guys, ease of capital gain. Any capital gain on long-term capital assets, including land and building, will be given exemption if you invest within 6 months into these bonds. 6 months from the date of transfer, you got to invest. That is the answer for 37th one. Mr. A sold an agricultural land for 52 lakhs. You have to calculate capital gain, guys, in this case. This land was situated at 7 kilometers from the jurisdiction of a municipality having population of 4 lakh. Guys, if the population is more than 1 lakh, up to 10 lakh, then up to 6 kilometers is urban, after that is rural. So this first land is rural, and rural agricultural land, guys, no capital gains tax. The second agricultural land was sold for 53 lakh. This is within 1.5 kilometers, a population of 12,000. So more than 10,000 population up to 2 kilometers, guys. So this one is urban, and in this case, 53 lakh is a sale consideration. You have bought in 2020, sold in 21, so it's not long term. You'll not get indexation. So 46 lakh is your cost. So hence 7 lakh is your short term capital gain. Absolutely right. B is the right answer. Mr. Kashyap has acquired a building from his friend on 10th October 21 for 15 lakh. The stamp duty value is 16 lakh 20. Have you got a benefit? Yes. So 15 lakh. What is the benefit? 1 lakh 20,000. Guys, check for gift taxation. Step 1, is it MISB SATJOY? Yes. Step 2 is not applicable. Step 3, is it 50,000 or 10% of sale consideration? That is 1 lakh 50, whichever is higher. Is it within that range? Yes. So don't worry, you will not be taxed on gift taxation. Answer is nil. Guys, all this will make a lot of sense when you've seen my videos, when you've been my student, when you've revised through my revision videos. Else, guys, this takes slightly more time. Mr. X, age 61 years, earned dividend of 12 lakh from a company. So 12 lakh is dividend income. Interest on loan taken for the purpose of earning the above dividend is 3 lakh, but you can minus only maximum 20% of this. That is 2 lakh 40. So hence taxable income is 9 lakh 60. Sorry, you cannot take entire 3 lakh deduction. So this is 9 lakh 60. Moving to the 41st one, Mr. Mayank has received a sum of 75,000 on marriage anniversary. Taxable? Yes, entire thing is taxable under gift taxation in the hands of Mayank. If converted property is subsequently partitioned, you gave a property to an HUF and it got partitioned, then will it come back to you? Yes, the income will be in the hands of the transferor member. Even if partitioned, yes. Arav gifted a house property of 50 lakh to his wife Geeta, who in turn has gifted the same to daughter-in-law Deepa. So basically, it was your dog, Arav's dog. He gave it to his wife Geeta, who gave it to his daughter-in-law Deepa. Will it come back? Yes, the dog will come back in Arav's hands. So income will be taxed in the hands of Arav. Yes. But how much income, guys? 25,000 per month into 12 is 3 lakh into 70%, because you get a flat 30% reduction in house property. So this is the right answer. Ram owns 15% debentures of Reliance Industries, so 500 each. Annual interest is 37,500. Was declared on these debentures. He transfers the interest income only to his friend Sham without transferring the assets. Guys, if you do that, will the dog come back? Yes, clubbing will happen of 37,500. So Sham cannot show in his return. He has shown in his return. It is not right. Answer is no. Since Ram has not transferred debentures to Sham, interest income on these debentures is not taxable in the hands of Sham. It will come back to in the hands of Ram. Clubbing of income, guys. Continuing here, just 1 second. Miss Shivani, wife of Anurag, is a partner in a firm. All right. Shivani is a partner. Her capital contribution is 5 lakh, out of which Anurag's capital is 3.5 lakh. So Anurag has given 3.5 out of the 5 lakh, and Shivani's share is 1.5 out of the 5 lakhs. So now the firm paid interest on capital 50,000, share of profit. Share of profit, guys, is always exempt, so we're not even talking about it because exempt income will not be clubbed. But interest on capital is 50,000. 50,000 will be clubbed in this ratio. Basically, 70% here will be clubbed. That is 35,000 will be taxed in the hands of Anurag. Share of profit is exempt, but sorry, not this one. Share of profit is exempt, but interest of 35,000 is included in the hands of Anurag and 15,000 included in the hands of Shivani. Yes, C is the right answer. Moving on to question number 46. Arvind gifted a house property to his wife, Miss Meena. So guys, if you give a house property to your wife, you are the deemed owner under section 27, and a flat to daughter-in-law, and that will be clubbing under section 64. So both will apply. Yes, Arvind is a deemed owner of the house property gifted to his wife, and income from property will be clubbed under section 64. So D is the right answer. On 20th October, Pihu, a minor child, gets a gift of 20 lakh from a father's friend. On the same day, amount is deposited on FD. FD interest is 13,000. Guys, second level of income in the hands of children. Children don't have a mind of their own. So even second level will be clubbed. Yes, 20 lakh, 13,000 will be clubbed. But as you know, when the minor child's income is clubbed, you get an exemption of 1,500. So 20 lakh, 11,500 will be clubbed. In whose hands? In whoever's income is higher. This is the right answer. Next, Mr. Ray incurred short-term capital loss of 10,000 on sale of shares. How can it be set off, guys? Short-term capital gain, a loss can be set off in that family. In anywhere, short-term can go to long-term, no problem at all. But guys, you cannot go outside. Yes, Can be set off against both short-term as well as long-term capital gains? B is the right answer. Capital gain is a non-friendly head, so they cannot go outside. According to section 16, no loss which has not been determined in pursuance of a return. Basically, if you don't file a return, losses cannot be carried forward except loss from house property and unabsorbed depreciation. Answer is C. And this one, guys, brought forward loss from house property is 3,10,000. So that means it's from last year. It has been carried forward to this year. How much can be set off from an income of 5 lakh? The entire thing, yes. Because only, guys, when you go to other houses, you have a limit of 2 lakh. It's friendly but shy if you remember the shortcut. But this is within the same house, so you can minus the entire 3,10,000. So, guys, 50 questions down. We are now moving to the next set. Here we go. 51st question it is. All right, guys, 51st case MCQ we are at right now. So Mr. Rohan incurred a loss of 3 lakh का loss हो गया in business. Against which of the following incomes against can he set it off? Business, guys, कहीं से भी हो सकता है set off except salaries. So profit of 1 lakh from another business, yes. Long term capital gain, yes. Speculative business income, yes. So कहीं से भी हो सकता है set off. So that is the 50th question. Just one second. 51st question. Answer is D. कहीं से भी हो सकता है set off. Virat runs a business of manufacturing shoes since the year 1920. 1920 and 2021 both year had losses. For the next year, he incurred business profit of 3 lakh. Considering he may not have sufficient profits to set off the losses, how will the set off be? Is there any order? Yes, there is any order. Guys, first, which is expiring first, so 1920 first, then 2021, and then unabsorbed depreciation, if any. So this is the order, guys. First adjustment for loss from first year, then for next year, and then unabsorbed depreciation, if any. Mr. Ravi incurred a loss of 4 lakh in leather business. Against which of the following income? Same. Profit of 1 lakh from other business, yes. Long-term capital gain, yes. Salary, sorry, salary में से नहीं हो सकता. So, first from the same head, that is first from 1, next from, no, so first from 1, next from 2, the remaining loss has to be carried forward. Answer is D. Next, guys. During the year, Mr. A has a loss of 8 lakh under the head income from house property, which could not be set off in that year. तो उसको carry forward कर दिया. But due date निकल गई है return की, but that doesn't matter for income from house property. Now for the next year, you want to set off against income from another house property only within the same head. Is there any friendly but shy? No, because it's the same head, guys. When you go outside, it's friendly but shy. So here, can you set off the entire 8 lakhs? Yes. Mr. A can claim the set off of loss of 8 lakh from his income from house property, and the balance, if any, has to be carried forward. All right. Details of income and loss of Mr. Kumar are as follows. What shall be the GTI? Guys, salary income is 5 lakh 20. Loss from self-occupied is 95 and 2 lakh 25. If you total this up, it becomes some 3 lakh 10,000. But usme se 2 lakh you can minus from this. So 5 lakh 20 minus 2 lakh. Why only 2 lakh? Because it is friendly but shy. So you can only go for 2 lakh adjustment. So this is salary. This will be taxable. Next, loss from specified business will be carried forward. Loss from medical business. Or कोई business income है नहीं, but you can have long-term capital gain. Can I set it off? Yes. So 1 lakh 60 minus 1 lakh 20. So that will give me 40,000 of long-term capital gain. And IFOS is 80,000. Yes, IFOS is 80,000. If you total up this is 4 lakh 40,000. That is the answer. I have also given this calculation here in this sheet, guys. 4 lakh 40,000 is the right answer here as well. Moving on to the next one, 56th question. Mr. Srivastava is 72 years old, paid medical insurance premium of 50,000 by check and 4,000 by cash. Cash generally is not allowed. Check is allowed. How much deduction will he get under 80D? If he's 72 years old, so maximum deduction is 50,000 for himself. All right. Just one second. Now, guys, 57th one, Mr. Ramesh pays a rent of 5,000 per month. All right. His total income is 2 lakh 80. Gross total income as reduced by reduction under Chapter 6A except 80GG. He's also in receipt of HRA. How much is the reduction under 80GG? Guys, 80GG, which is Ghar, is only given to those people who don't get HRA or who are self-employed. So in this case, he's getting HRA, so he will not get any such deduction. An individual paid life insurance premium of 25,000, policy taken of 1 lakh in the year 2018. Guys, if the policy is taken on or after 1st April 2012, then 10% maximum will be given as a reduction. So only 10,000 given as a reduction under 80C. So this is the right answer, D. In respect of loan, highlighted, very important, guys, in respect of loan, which is 40 lakhs sanctioned by SBI in April 2021 for purchase of residential house and then for self-occupation, compute the amount of interest reduction allowable under the provision of the Act, assuming that the disbursement was made on 1st June 2021. The rate of interest is 8% and the loan sanction was 80% of the stamp duty value. Guys, here, of course, you'll have 24B deduction, but can you have 80 EEA deduction? No, you can't, because there's a stamp duty value of the house should be 45 lakh. If you calculate your loan is 40 lakh, it is 80% of the stamp duty value. So if you calculate that, the stamp duty value comes to 50 lakhs. Unfortunately, it's not within that range. Sorry, it's not within that range. So if you calculate this, you get 50 lakhs. So hence, this deduction you will not get. So what is the deduction you'll get? Only 24B. Yes. So calculate the interest, guys, from 1st June. Basically, April, May, you don't have to calculate. So on 40 lakh into 8% divided by 12 into 10, which is about 2,67,000, but this is self-occupation, so maximum only 2 lakh. So this is the right answer, 2 lakh under section 24. The maximum amount which can be donated in cash for claiming deduction under 80G is only 2,000. So this is the right answer. Rajan, an Indian resident, has incurred 50,000 for medical treatment of his dependent brother who is severe disability. It doesn't matter what you're spending, you will straight get 1,25,000. If it's not severe, then 75 under 80DD, disabled and dependent. Mr. Shiva made a donation of 50,000 to PM Cares Fund, so 100% reduction you will get here, and 20,000 to Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. 10 you'll get 50%, that is 10,000 reduction here. 50,000, 60,000 total. He also made a cash donation of 10,000. Sorry, that is not allowed. So total how much reduction under 80G? He will get totally 60,000 as a reduction. Mr. Ritvik purchases first house in Gwalior. Congratulations, Ritvik, for self-occupation for 45 lakh stamp duty value. I'm assuming 80 EEA benefit also he will get. The loan was sanctioned on 30th March, disbursed on 3rd of April 2020. He paid interest of 3.8 lakhs. So इसमें 24 section में he'll get 2 lakhs and 80 EEA में he'll get the balance 1.5 lakhs. And what about the 30,000 remaining? That will go waste. So answer is here. Interest of 2 lakhs under 24 and 1.5 lakh under 80 EEA. Mr. Anuj is a businessman, good to know, whose total income after allowing deduction under Chapter A except 80GG is 5,95,000. He does not own any house property and is staying on a rented accommodation in Patna for rent of 9,000. Will he have 80G deduction? Yes. It is least of 4 things, guys. 5,000 per month, or rent paid minus 10% of ATI, which is basically 5,95,000 into 10%, or because he's in, or basically 25% of ATI. If you calculate all the 3 amounts, which I've calculated here, you will get 48,500 as the least amount. And that is, guys, so A is 5,000 and 12, 60,000. This is rent paid minus 10% of ATI, 48,500 and 25% of ATI. So the least is 48,500 and that is your answer, guys, 48,500. Moving ahead, if Y's total income for the year is 52 lakh, the surcharge above 50 lakh is 10%, so 10%. Unexhausted basic exemption limit of a resident individual can be adjusted against 112 also, 11A also. Yes, both. But casual income, nothing against casual income. But only if you're a resident, because unexhausted basic exemption limit for a non-resident cannot be adjusted, neither A or B. Guys, this one has a mistake, so we cannot be able to do that. Which of the following 69 question is not true? No exemption under 80 TTA would be available to resident. This is not true. Share of profit, this is also not true. Why have there two non-trues? We'll keep this pending. We will come back to the 69th question. No problem. Let's go ahead to the 70th question. Gross total income of Arpita is 6 lakhs. She had taken a loan of 7 lakh 20 in the financial year 18-19 for the bank for her husband who's pursuing MBA course from IIM Calcutta. During the year, she paid the first installment of 45,000 and interest of 65. Guys, under 80E, if you loan it from approved sources, you can take a deduction for interest up to 8 years. This is the first year, so 6 lakh minus 65 is 5 lakh 35,000. Next, Mr. Uttam presents the following data related to his tax liability. Tax liability as per regular provision is 15. Tax liability as per alternate minimum tax is 12. Since you are paying higher here, a normal provisions will apply and you will pay 15 lakh. But while paying 15 lakh, can you use the credit? Yes, you have AMT credit, which is basically carried forward for 15 years, so you can use it, but you can use it maximum to the amount of this difference. The difference is only 3 lakh, so you can maximum use 3 lakh as a credit. 2 lakh will continue ahead, and this is what you will pay. You will pay 12 lakhs. All right, 72nd again has a mistake, and so does 73rd. Let's go to 74th. Mr. Bandhu has done this, guys. Textile income is 22 lakhs. Speculative business loss, so you cannot minus this. This will be carried forward. Textile business loss can be minus, so that is 5 lakhs. So that gives you basically 17 lakhs. Next, clubbing of income is 2 lakhs, so I'll add that also. So that is 19 lakh. There are deductions of 3 lakh available, so that gives you 16 lakh. On 16 lakh, if you calculate the tax, which I have done here, on 16 lakh, if you calculate, it's 2,92,500. From 2,92,500, sorry, with surcharge and cess, it's 3,04,200. From 3,04,200, I will minus 3,04,200. I will minus TDS, TCS, and advance tax because that has been paid. So the balance is 24,200, which you have to pay. So the answer is 24,200. And here, guys, 75th question. Mr. Raj, who's 32 years old, presents the following data. Gross receipt from business conducted entirely through banking channels, 44 AD, 70 lakh. 70 lakh into 6% is basically 4,20,000. Capital gain under 112A is 5 lakh, which is basically taxable at 10% above 1 lakh. And 111A is basically 3 lakh, which is taxable at the rate of 15%. So this is 15%, this is 10%. Next, winnings from horse races is 1 lakh. So you total it up. And this is your total income. So what is the total income? Here I have done that. That is 13,20,000. Guys, now guys, calculation of tax. So watch out very carefully. So out of 13,20,000, you have to basically make a line. First is casual income, which will be always taxed at 30%. So on 1 lakh, 30% is 30,000. Of course, basic exemption limit will be adjusted against the general income. So they will not get any basic exemption limit. On 3 lakh at 15%. So 3 lakh into 15% is 45,000. So this is also done. On 5 lakh, I will only calculate on 4 lakh at 10% is 40,000. And on the balance 4 lakh 20 minus 2 lakh 50 because basic exemption limit on 1 lakh 75% is 8,500. If you add all of this and you add surcharge, sorry, no surcharge, cess, you will get this amount here, which is 128,440. Check, guys, these are the 4 incomes. This is your total income, 30, 40, 45, 8,500. 128,440 is your answer. Guys, here we go. So perfect, 75 done. Now 2 more legs of 25 MCQs and then this will end. Let's move on to the 76th one now. All right, so this is the next one from 76 onwards till the next 25. We're doing it in parts, but we are you can watch it all together, guys, here. The 76th one is on the screen. Mr. A, whose total sale is 201 lakhs, declares a profit of 10 lakhs. He needs to file which advance tax? Guys, if you're at 201 lakh, sorry, then you cannot fall under any of the presumptive schemes. You're on the normal scheme and hence 4 installments would apply to this one. 77, Mr. Raj is a retired person earning a rental income of 40,000 per month from a property in Delhi. So 40,000 into 12 is 4,80,000. 40,000 into 12 is 4,80,000 into 70% is 3,36,000. He's residing in Canada. Apart from the rental income, does not have any other income. So 3,36,000. On that, if you minus 2,50,000, on that only 5% is 4,300. So no advance tax liability. No, he's not liable to pay advance tax. His tax liability in India is less than 10,000. Absolutely right. Next, Mr. X is a resident, is due to receive 4.5 lakhs from a LIC policy taken in 2019 for which the sum assured is 4 lakh and the annual premium is 1,25,000. Is the premium high? Yes. So will it be taxable? Yes, guys. Please remember, only the premiums are low, 10%, 20%, that limit. If you understand, before 1/4/2012, it was 20%. On or after that became 10%. Only the premiums are low, or on death, it's exempt. So this one is taxable, yes, because the premiums are high. Now, if it's taxable, will TDS be deducted? Yes, there's a section called section 194DA, death amount. On that, it will be taxable at the rate of 5% on the net amount. Mr. Z, on the other hand, receives only 95,000. On this, there will be no 194DA because for 194DA, the amount received should be more than 1 lakh rupees. So here, tax is required to be deducted only in the first case, not in the second case. So answer is this one. Answer is B, only in the case of X. Next, an amount of 40,000 was paid by Mr. X towards fees professionals without deduction of TDS. Guys, there's a mistake. When you deduct, sorry, not mistake as in what X has done is a mistake. When you pay to a person as a professional more than 30,000, you need to deduct TDS at the rate of 10%. So 4,000 was not deducted on the 1st of July. Subsequently, another payment of 50,000 was made to the same person on February next year, on which the entire 10% has been deducted. So this mistake continued for how many months? From July, August, September, October, November, December, Jan, and Feb, 8 months, and hence at the rate of 1% interest will apply till it was corrected. So 4,000 into 1% into 8 is basically 320. So this interest will have to be paid. Yes, 320 will have to be paid. Next, the entire 9,000 was deducted in Feb. It had to be paid in March, but it was paid only in June. So again, is there a delay on 9,000? Yes, but here the interest will be 1.5 because you've deducted and not paid. And in that case, it will be from March, April, May, and June, 4 months. Why not Feb? Because Feb you can pay by till March. So 9,000 into 1.5% into 4 months is basically 560, 540. So total answer is 860, which is here, guys. This is the answer, 860. Next, the benefit of payment of advance tax in one installment on or before 15 March is only available for these two presumptive incomes, 44AD and ADA. Mr. Ramesh, Mahesh, and Suresh jointly own a flat in Mathura, which was let out to Dr. Rajesh. As Dr. Rajesh, his last year's income was 58 lakhs, so he's not a small individual, small HUF. That means section 194I, initially you rent, will apply, yes, if the amount paid is more than 2 lakh 40. They credited 5 lakh 40 to Dr. Rajesh, but it was equally means 5 lakh 40 divided by 3. So everyone paid 1 lakh 80, 1 lakh 80, and hence since it's not more than 2 lakh 40, this will not apply. No tax will be required since by each co-owner is less than 2 lakh 40. So here, this is a C is the right answer. No TDS because they are each getting only 1 lakh 80,000. Mr. Nihar maintains a saving account and a current account both with the same bank, Mera Bank. Nice name. The details of withdrawals, guys, if you add up all these withdrawals from different dates in the same year, they all should be in the same year. It is more than 1 crore. It is 1 crore 60 lakhs. There are sections called section 194N and for notes, which says that if you withdraw more than 1 crore rupees, then TDS at the rate of 2% only on the excess will apply. So excess is 60 lakhs into 2% is 1 lakh 20. Guys, this rate will change if you've not filed a return for last 2 years, but he's filed his return, so that is not a problem. So your TDS at the rate of 1 lakh 20 is the right answer. All good questions highlighted in yellow. Mr. Jha, an employee of FX, attained age of 60 years on 15th May 2021. He is a resident in India during the year and earns salary income of 5 lakh. On this salary income, will TDS have already been deducted? Yes. Next, he also earned 7 lakh rupees as casual income. So his total income during the year was 12 lakhs. Guys, on 12 lakh, if you calculate the tax, on 7 lakh at 30% is 2 lakh 10. And on salary income also, that it is 10,000. So basically it is 2,20,000 is his total tax with such 2,20,000 into 104% is 2,28,800. But this is his tax liability. Out of this, 2,10,000 was already deducted at TDS. If you remember section 194B on casual income, TDS will be deducted. And 192 also, salary income also, TDS would have been deducted. So if you remove these TDSs, the balance payable is only 8,800. And since it's not more than 10,000, advance tax will not apply. Assume, guys, you have to basically check his advance tax liability, but his advance tax liability is 0. It is nil. That is the last answer, which is nil. Guys, please remember, not just casual income, even 192 salary income TDS will be deducted. Next, he is a professional who is responsible for paying a sum of 2 lakh as rent for the use of building to Mr. Harshit. And guys, please, last year's turnover is a professional having turnover of more than 50 lakhs. So he's not a small individual, small HUF. So section 194I will apply if the payment is more than 2 lakh 40. But the payment is not more than 2 lakh 40 and hence no tax will be deducted at source. Answer is D. Next, 85 question, guys. Mr. A has 2 bank accounts, ICICI and HDFC. From 1st of April to 31st March, Mr. A withdrew the following amounts. HDFC, no problem. 1 lakh 20, 1 crore 20 is a problem. On that 20 lakhs at 2% will be deducted. So on 20 lakh, 2% is 40,000. So nil and 40,000 will be the TDS, under which section 194N for notes. Next, guys. Ram acquired a house property in Chennai from Mr. Satyam, a resident, for a consideration of 85 lakhs. Guys, whenever you acquire an immovable property, and if the property value is more than 50 lakh rupees, you need to deduct TDS at the rate of 1% under 194IA. Will this apply? Yes. On the same day, Mr. Ram also made 2 separate transactions, acquiring an urban plot of land for 50 lakhs. On this, it will not apply. and a rural agricultural land of 75 lakhs, on that this also it will not apply. So in both these cases it will not apply. Guys, the answer here is wrong. They have mentioned this as the right answer, but actually answer is D. So please correct that. D is the right answer for 86. 87 is a mistake, so I'm not marking it. Guys, the red ones are mistakes, so don't go for it. Mistakes as in the year has changed, the rates have changed, etc. So don't worry about it. Mr. X paid fees for professional services 40,000 to Mr. Y, who's engaged only in the business of operation of call center. Guys, call center more than 30,000 rupees TDS have to be deducted, but only at the rate of 2%. This is a section called 194J, J for jealous professionals. So 2% is the right answer. An interior decorator has opted for presumptive taxation under section 144/44DA. So he'll have to pay only one advance tax on or before 15 March. Absolutely right. A firm pays salary and interest on capital to resident partners. Absolutely golden question, guys. The salary and interest paid fall within the limits prescribed under 40B. Which of the following statements is true? A salary for a partner goes under PGBP and hence there is no TDS. And on interest of onto resident partners, again, there is no TDS. So in both these cases, there will be no TDS. What if this was non-resident partner? Then in that case, on the interest, there would be TDS. So answer is here. No tax has to be deducted either on salary or interest. नेक्स्ट 91st क्वेश्चन गाइस, मिस्टर एक्स रेसिडेंट इंडियन है, ही इज वन अ लॉटरी ऑफ 10,000. कौन सा स्टेटमेंट ट्रू है गाइस? अगर टीडीएस तभी लगता है जब 10,000 के ऊपर इनकम होती है, यहाँ पर 10,000 तक ही इनकम है, सो नो टैक्स इज डिडक्टेबल एट सोर्स. टैक्स होगा, टैक्स खुद को करना पड़ेगा, टीडीएस डिडक्ट नहीं होगा. 92 सेक्शन गाइस, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग पैन जरूरी है कौन से ट्रांजैक्शन में? बेसिक सेविंग में पैन जरूरी नहीं है, क्रेडिट कार्ड में पैन जरूरी है, पेमेंट ऑफ 40,000 म्यूचुअल फंड में जरूरी नहीं है, कैश डिपॉजिट ऑफ 1 लाख जरूरी है, फिक्स डिपॉजिट 30,000 जरूरी नहीं है, सेल ऑफ शेयर 60,000 जरूरी नहीं है. 2 and 4 आर द ओनली आंसर्स. गाइस, बाकी सब में 1 लाख की लिमिट है, म्यूचुअल फंड में 50,000 की लिमिट है, बेसिक सेविंग अकाउंट के लिए नहीं जरूरत है पैन नंबर की. अप टू 50,000 उसमें आप ऐसे रख सकते हो. An individual client is consulted you on a matter of PAN. He's carrying out the business of purchase and sale of electrical appliances. Turnover is 3 lakh. गाइस, 5 लाख के ऊपर अगर टर्नओवर होगा तो ही पैन जरूरी है. So answer is more than 5 lakh. Mr. Z is a salaried individual, has total income of 8 lakh. He furnishes a return of income on 20th August. Guys, salaried individual को basically फाइल करना होता है 31st जुलाई तो. So is Mr. Z late? Yes. तो उसको फी लगेगी. Yes. If the total income is above 5 lakh, वो उसका केस है 5,000 फी लगेगी अंडर 234F. अरुण की ग्रॉस टोटल इनकम सिर्फ 2,45,000 है, ही डिपॉजिट्स 45, उसमें से भी ही इज डिपॉजिटेड 45, सो बेसिकली ओनली 2 लाख इज इनकम, सो बहुत बिलो बेसिक एग्जम्पशन लिमिट है, सो डोंट वरी, यू डोंट हैव टू फाइल योर रिटर्न ऑफ इनकम. बट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल इज मोर देन 1 लाख एंड हेंस यू हैव टू फाइल हिज रिटर्न ऑफ इनकम. Arun is required, yes, to file his return of income. Next 96th question, which of the following returns can be revised? Guys, any return can be revised, whether you file it on time, late, lost, any return, because everyone has the right to change. So answer is 1, 2 and 3. ISKCON is a foreign company and a non-resident. उसका रिटर्न कौन साइन कर सकता है गाइस? मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर साइन कर सकता है. यस. एनी अदर डायरेक्टर irrespective of the availability of the managing director? That is wrong. Other directors only if managing director is not there. And last, can a person who's holding a valid power of attorney sign? Yes. So 1 and 3 are the right answers. That is question number 97. Now 98. Mr. Pawan is engaged in the business of roasting and grinding coffee beans. उसकी टोटल इनकम है 4.5 लाख. गाइस, दैट इज अप टू 5 लाख रुपीज. तो उसको लेट फी लगेगी ओनली 1,000 तक. अगर वो लेट है तो यहाँ पे लेट फी के लिए पूछा है, सो इट विल बी अप टू 1,000. 99. Which of the following benefits are not allowed to a non-resident? Deduction of 30% in case of house property मिलेगा, रिबेट उसको नहीं मिलेगी, डिडक्शन ऑफ डोनेशन सबको मिलता है, and deduction for interest on NRO saving account definitely मिलेगा. So only B will not get. That's the right answer. And last, Mr. Dinesh is a resident. His gross total income is only 2,30,000. Interest on saving account and rental income. On saving, again, he'll get further deduction under 80 TTA. So basically, he does not have to file his return of income. His income is too low. But incurred expenditure of 2 lakh for his son on study tour for Europe. If it's more than 2 lakh foreign expenses, then he has to file his return. Remember coffee. But here he's not required to file his return of income. This is the 100th question. Now over to the last set of questions after this. I hope this is understood well. All right, guys, question number 101. 101, let's start. From 101 till 130, we'll finish this and the MCQ booklet gets over. Of course, case studies remain, which I will also upload in the same video ahead. Let's do 101. Mr. Tejas is an Indian citizen, left India permanently with his wife and 2 children for extending his retail trade business of toys in Canada. in the year 2016, मतलब वो काफी सालों से बाहर है. He is managing his retail business of toys in India, but वो manage कर रहा है business, and for that वो इंडिया हर साल आता है from September to January. देख लेते हैं कितने days. Guys, September, so 30 October, November, December and Jan. So basically he is in India for 153 days. Basic condition 1 fulfill नहीं हो रही है. His business income is 23.5 and 18 in Canada and India. So India में more than 15 lakhs है. Guys, remember amendment of more than 15 lakh वो यहाँ पे apply हो सकता है. We'll see. He has no other income during the year. Determine his residential status. Alright, तो residential status पहले determine करते हैं. Just 1 second. Here we go. उसकी residential status basic condition 1 से fulfill नहीं होती है. Basic condition 2 will not apply to him because he's an Indian citizen visiting India. So can we apply the amendment? Yes, he's an Indian citizen or a PIO and he has Indian income more than 15 lakhs. So amendment will apply. So now the basic condition 2 will apply with 120 days, 60 days replaced by 120 days. Is that being fulfilled? Yes. And the last 4 years, has his stay in India been greater than or equal to 365 days? He is also yes, because 153 days every year into 4 is 612 days. So 365 days condition is also being met. So he's considered to be a RNOR. And RNOR means only DR plus 1 income is taxable. Canada के income we cannot touch. So he's a resident and not ordinary resident. And 18 lakh is his income in India. So answer is C. Very important question. Moving on to the next one. Sargun maintained 2 bank accounts, one with Canara Bank and one with SBI Bank. उसने बहुत सारे withdrawals किए. You have to total up the withdrawals. यहाँ पर कुछ 20, 15 lakh 50 plus 14 lakh plus 16 lakh 13,000 आ रहा है, which is basically 45 lakh 63,000 from SBI Bank. But guys, generally तो 194 n सभी लगता है जब withdrawal is more than 1 crore unless you have not filed your returns for all the last 3 years. Return of last year, शी फर्निश द रिटर्न. हाउएवर 2 साल उसके पहले का नहीं फाइल किया है, तो बेसिकली उसने 3 years का कंटिन्यूसली फाइल किया नहीं है, ऐसा वायलेशन नहीं है. सो दिस विल नॉट बी एप्लीकेबल. ओनली मोर देन 1 crore विल बी एप्लीकेबल. हियर यू हैव टू चेक मोर देन 1 crore जो भी अमाउंट है, मोर देन 1 crore एट द रेट ऑफ 1%. सो एसबीआई कुछ नहीं डिडक्ट करेगी. नो टैक्स डिडक्टेबल बाय एसबीआई and TDS will be deducted only by this one bank at the rate of 2%. Yes, so C looks like the right answer. Guys, violation nahi hai, because for violation all 3 years you should have not filed your returns. Rimjim, interior decorator, has professional receipts of 25 lakh 60,000 for the year. Basically, she's a professional having PGBP income of 25 lakh 60. Not income, but receipts. She also earned 1 lakh 25 as dividend income, 4 lakh 65 as interest on FD. She is 32 years old and incurred expenses of 13 lakh for a profession and 30,000 as interest on loan for making investment in shares. What would be a total income? Maximum tax saving. जब भी ये बोलते हैं तो you have to follow section 44 AD and check. Guys, 44 AD में 25 lakh 60 का 50% you have to take, basically 12 lakh 80. This is income, PGBP income. Then 1 lakh 25 will be her dividend income. Can I minus 30,000? No, you can only maximum minus 20% of the interest for dividend income. So यहाँ पर I'll show you the calculation, but only 20% you can minus from this 1 lakh 25. Next 4 lakh 65 dividend FD interest आ जाएगा. Yes, taxable. And will you get any deduction? 80 TTA, TTB में FD मिलता है, TTA में नहीं मिलता है. And she is only under TTA because she is only 32 years old. और कोई डिडक्शन नहीं मिलेगा. So that is her total income. Here is the calculation for question number 103. Here we go, guys. 12 lakh 80. फिर maximum 20% you can minus and 4 lakh 65. No deductions. Why? Because TTB नहीं मिलेगा उसको और TTA में FD का interest deduction नहीं मिलता है. Next 104th question, guys. Arpan submits the following details. Compute the total income. Income from salary 4 lakh. Let out house property और let out house property दोनों मिला के 4 lakh 50,000 है. But sorry, you are friendly but shy, तो इतना minus नहीं कर पाओगे. So from 4 lakh you can only minus 2 lakhs. So basically salary income 2 lakh taxable हो जाती है. All right. PGBP income business में loss है and bank interest है. So can you minus this from this? Yes. So business loss 20,000 रह जाता है and salary income is 2 lakh. Whereas so salary income 2 lakh का कौन से आंसर है guys? एक ही आंसर है, total income of 2 lakh. So this is the right answer. Rest all the balances will be carried forward. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन गाइस, इसमें कैपिटल गेन IFOS दोनों चेक होता है. मिस्टर विकास ट्रांसफर 600 अनलिस्टेड शेयर्स ऑफ अ कंपनी टू अनदर कंपनी on 15 December for 3.5 lakhs when the market price was 5 lakh 15. The cost of acquisition was 4 lakh 25. So first Vikas is the transferer. So उसके केस में capital gain देखते हैं guys. Sale consideration, he sold it for 3 lakh 50. But there is a section called 50CA which checks your sale consideration against the fair market value. तो 5 lakh 15 लेना पड़ेगा. यहाँ पे वो 10% का नहीं है, वो सिर्फ हाउस प्रॉपर्टी में होता है. Then in that case cost of acquisition क्या है आपका 4 lakh 25. तो बैलेंस कितना बचा guys? 5 lakh 15 minus 4 lakh 25, 90,000 will be taxable under capital gain for Vikas. Now for the company ABC guys, they are getting something which is worth 5 lakh 15 for only 3 lakh 50. तो क्या उनको एक बेनिफिट मिल रहा है एक्स्ट्रा? यस, 1,65,000 का. स्टेप 0 इज अ बेनिफिट. स्टेप 1 इज इट MISB सैट जो? यस. स्टेप 2 नहीं एप्लीकेबल होता है. स्टेप 3 में इज अ बेनिफिट मोर देन 50,000, सो यस दिस विल बी टैक्सेबल अंडर IFOS. So 90,000 under capital gain and 1,65,000 IFOS. 90,000 and 1,65,000. This is the right answer. Next 106. Mr. T Indian citizen है, resident भी है, earned dividend income of 4,500 from an Indian company which was declared on 1st October and paid in cash. Generally guys dividend पे 194 section में अगर TDS लगता है, but कब लगता है? जब more than 5,000 होता है. But that limit does not apply when it's paid in cash. So hence यहाँ पे TDS deduct होगा. Yes, such dividend is taxable in the hands of Mr. T and Indian income is required to deduct TDS at 10%. सिंपल है, कैश की लिमिट डिस्कस हो रही थी वहां पे. नेक्स्ट, मिस्टर एक्स इज अ वर्किंग पार्टनर, मिस्टर वाई इज अ नॉन वर्किंग पार्टनर ऑफ अ पार्टनरशिप फर्म. पार्टनरशिप फर्म इज अ बिग फिश सब्जेक्ट टू ऑडिट एंड उसका लिमिट ड्यू डेट होगा 31st October गाइस फॉर पीपल हु आर सब्जेक्ट टू ऑडिट. सो नाउ इफ पार्टनरशिप फर्म का 31st October है, देन पार्टनर्स का भी तो वही रखना पड़ेगा बिकॉज उनकी जो सैलरी है वो पार्टनरशिप फर्म से आएगी एंड जब वो फाइनलाइज होगा तभी उनको मालूम पड़ेगा कितना टैक्स करना है. सो फॉर बोथ द पार्टनर्स इट इज 31st October. 108 में एक मिस्टेक है इसलिए वो नहीं कर रहा हूँ. 109 गाइस, अब बिल्डिंग वाज अक्वायर्ड, कैपिटल गेन डिस्कस करना है. बिल्डिंग वाज अक्वायर्ड फॉर 20 लाख इन 1995, दैट इज बिफोर 1/4/2001. सो इसका सेल कंसिडरेशन पहले ले लेते हैं 80 lakhs. बट गाइज whenever you sell a land and building you always check it under section 50C with the stamp duty value. So 80 lakh into 110% is basically 88 lakh. So you are within the stamp duty value, so hence 80 lakh will be considered as a sale consideration, no problem. फिर कॉस्ट ऑफ एक्विजिशन कौन सा लेंगे? 20 lakhs या 25, whichever is higher. As on 1/4/2001 fair market value is higher, but this cannot be more than the stamp duty value only in case of land and building. I hope you remember. So 22 lakh is basically the cost. बट वो तो 1/4/2001 में है तो इंडेक्सेशन करना पड़ेगा. डिवाइड बाय 100 इंटू 317. ये जब आप करोगे तो आपको ये मिलेगा 15,26,000 एज पर द कैलकुलेशन विच इज गिवन हियर. Sorry, 10,26,000 as per the calculation given here. That is the answer guys, 10,26,000. नेक्स्ट, ये क्वेश्चन एक RTPV में आया है गाइस. विकास को एक गोल्ड रिंग मिली है ऑन द ओकेजन ऑफ हिज डॉटर्स वेडिंग, तो उसके हाथ में तो टैक्सेबल होगा बिकॉज मोर देन 50,000 है. एंड विष्णु ने ऑल्सो उसकी डॉटर को ऑन हर वेडिंग दिया 80,000. तो वेडिंग पे आपको जो मिलता है वो एग्जेम्प्ट होता है, नॉट टैक्सेबल. सो 60 विल बी टैक्सेबल इन द हैंड्स ऑफ विकास, बट गोल्ड चेन इन द हैंड्स ऑफ काव्या इज नॉट टैक्सेबल. आंसर इज C, 110 done. Next, very important guys. TRP and company is a partnership firm. TPR is a partnership firm. They sell their product X through a digital platform called MKY. Digital platform, जब भी आपको कुछ आप सेल करते हो, and they will supposed to pay you. They will deduct TDS under section 194O at the rate of 1%. यहाँ पर guys, they are supposed to pay, but this is not applicable to individuals and HUFs up to 5 lakh rupees. यहाँ पर कितना डिडक्ट करना है वो देखते हैं. 4,80,000 they are going to pay. गाइस पेमेंट बेसिस पे नहीं होता है, पेमेंट ऑफ क्रेडिट विच एवर इज अर्लियर. सो 4,80,000 क्रेडिट हो गया है तो उस पर तो होगा ही. प्लस गाइस फ्रॉम दिस प्लेटफॉर्म पवन परचेज अ प्रोडक्ट एक्स एंड मेड अप पेमेंट डायरेक्टली. इवन डायरेक्ट पेमेंट डजंट मैटर, इवन उस पर TTS होगा डिडक्ट. सो 5,20,000 इज द टोटल अमाउंट, उस पर 1% इज बेसिकली 5,200. दिस इज द आंसर गाइस. whether the payment is made directly or through the e-commerce operator does not matter, TDS लगेगा. नेक्स्ट, हैरी इंडियन सिटीजन है बट बहुत बिजी इंडियन सिटीजन है. वो घूमता रहता है पूरे दुनिया में एंड दैट्स द रीजन ही डज नॉट स्टे इन एनी प्लेस फॉर मोर देन 40 days इंक्लूडिंग इंडिया. तो कोई भी कंट्री में वो एज अ रेसिडेंट टैक्सेबल नहीं है. उसकी टोटल इनकम 80 lakhs है, उसमें से गाइस 30 lakhs इंडिया में से है. So guys, if you remember the amendment, if you're an Indian citizen and you're not being taxed anywhere, having Indian income of more than 15 lakhs, then India would like to consider you as an RNOR. They will not let you feel lonely. So hence this, he will be considered as an RNOR and 30 lakh will be taxable in India. So answer is A. Next, guys, very important, good question here again. He's Vikas Vyas is 80 years old. He's a retired government employee. On 1st April, maturity proceeds of LIC policy of 3 lakh 50. The policy was taken in 2014, so limit was 10%. So 10% से ऊपर आप पे करे तो is it taxable? Yes, this is taxable. बट टीडीएस लगेगा कि नहीं वो देखते हैं गाइस. टैक्सेबल होता है अंडर सेक्शन 194 डीए. टीडीएस लगता है, बट लेट्स सी कितना टैक्स होगा गाइस ऑन द नेट अमाउंट. तो उसको 3,50,000 तो मिल रहा है, बट उसने कितने इंस्टॉलमेंट्स पे किए प्रीमियम के? 40,000 एवरी ईयर पे करता था फ्रॉम 2014. सो 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 एंड 20 7 इंस्टॉलमेंट्स पे किए. 40,000 इंटू 7 इज 2,80,000. तो उसकी नेट इनकम फ्रॉम दिस प्रीमियम और फ्रॉम दिस पॉलिसी इज ओनली 70,000. उसका पेंशन इनकम और 85,000 है, बट फिर भी बहुत कम इनकम है अनफॉर्चुनेटली गाइस फॉर हिम अनफॉर्चुनेटली. बट गुड इज उसको टैक्स भरना नहीं पड़ेगा. सो ही हैज फाइल्ड अ फॉर्म 15H कि मुझे टीडीएस नहीं डिडक्ट करना है. इज दैट राइट? यस, द क्लेम बाय व्यास इज राइट एंड द इंश्योरेंस कंपनी इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड ऑफ टीडीएस. गाइस ये फॉर्म दे सकते हो 15H एंड 15G. 15G and 15H is to be given so that the companies don't deduct TDS in your case. All right. Kabir has a loss of 6 lakh under the head IFHP. So IFHP में loss है actually of 6 lakhs. Then guys business में PGBP में भी loss है of 5 lakhs and long term capital gain है of 3 lakhs. तो क्या मैं इसके अगेंस्ट माइनस कर सकता हूँ इसको? यस, मैं माइनस कर सकता हूँ 3 lakhs फ्रॉम 2 lakh फ्रॉम 5 lakh. यस, तो इसमें से 2 lakh बच गया और ये 3 lakh चला गया. Now guys, but return for the year is filed on 31st December. That means if I filed it late, unfortunately at 2 lakh I will not be able to carry forward, but this 6 lakh I can carry it forward. So total income is nil and 6 lakh has to be carried forward. Total income is nil and 6 lakh has to be carried forward. 115 guys, one after the other amazing questions है solve करने के लिए. Keep listening to it, keep stopping it, keep thinking about it and keep moving ahead. Pankaj gifted an amount of 3 lakh to his wife. ये बहुत ही complicated है, but if you can understand it, it will be great. Wife को दिया है पिंकी को and 2 lakh to his daughter Rinki on 1st April 2018. So ये कहानी चालू होती है 18-19 में. Both Pinky and Rinki invested the amount in government bonds of 11% and वो भी इंटरेस्ट भी बार बार अक्रू उसी में हो रहा है. और पिंकी के हाथ में कितना टैक्स होगा इन द ईयर 21-22? सो इसके लिए गाइस प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड द फर्स्ट इनकम विल बी क्लब्ड इन द हैंड्स ऑफ पंकज, बट अक्रूवल ऑफ इनकम विल नॉट बी क्लब. सो देखते हैं क्या होता है. इसका कैलकुलेशन यहाँ पर है गाइस, वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. फॉर फर्स्ट ईयर में 3 लाख आपने पे किया अपनी वाइफ को, उसमें से 33,000 है वो क्लबिंग हो गई. यस, नेक्स्ट ईयर दोनों को ऐड कर दो तो 3,33 इन्वेस्ट किया आपने गवर्नमेंट बॉन्ड्स में, उस पर 36,3630 आया. फिर ऐसे करते करते एवरी ईयर इंटरेस्ट बढ़ता गया बिकॉज अक्रू होते गया, अक्यूमुलेट होते गया. इन द ईयर 21-22 ऑन 4 लाख 10 11% आपको इतना इंटरेस्ट मिला, बट ये तो दोनों के हाथ में टैक्सेबल होगा. यस, नाउ इसमें हस्बैंड का शेयर कितना है गाइस? 3 लाख हस्बैंड का शेयर है. सो अगर वो कैलकुलेट करते तो 73% हस्बैंड का शेयर होता है, 27% वाइफ का शेयर होता है. तो 27% अगर आप इसका करेंगे तो आएगा 12,132. दिस विल बी टैक्सेबल इन द हैंड्स ऑफ द वाइफ, बाकी विल बी टैक्सेबल इन द हैंड्स ऑफ द हस्बैंड. चेक कर लीजिए गाइस, 12,132. दिस इज वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड क्वेश्चन, बट थिंक ऑफ इट लाइक अ पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म. जो भी इनकम है उसमें से हस्बैंड का शेयर इज 3 लाख, तो 3 लाख का जो परसेंट है वो उसको मिलेगा ऑन दिस टोटल इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ 4 लाख 10,289. आई होप दिस इज अंडरस्टूड. एक बार वापस सुन लेना, पॉज करके रिवाइंड करके, बिकॉज दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. Next, Mr. Mango, an Indian citizen, lives in New York since the last 10 years. He has a penthouse in Mumbai given on rent of 2 lakh per month. During the year, he came to India only for 152 days in aggregate, but last 4 years में 366 days है. So guys, first is basic condition 1 will not apply because 152 days only. But guys, uski income in India is more than 15 lakhs, so hence amendment will apply. In case of amendment, is he an Indian citizen or a PIO? Yes. Is it Indian income more than 15 lakhs? Yes. Then basic condition 2 will apply, but 60 days has been replaced by 120 days. Is that fulfilled? Yes. Also last 4 years mein, is it 365 or more? Yes. So hence he becomes a RNOR. That is the answer, resident but not ordinary resident. Next, Mr. C, who's 35 years old, is a working partner in BCD, a partnership firm with equal profit sharing ratio. During the year, the firm has paid remuneration to B, C and D. तो 3 partners है, तीनों का equal ratio है B, C and D का. 2 lakh rupees each salary मिली है, तो total salary paid by the firm is 6 lakh. The firm has paid interest of capital of 1 lakh 20, interest भी pay किया है 1 lakh 20 का. To all the 3 partners together, in toto means together, and the same is as for 12%. The firm had a loss of 1,12,000. After this guys, उसका firm का loss आ गया 1,12,000. Guys, actually partnership firm unlimited कुछ भी interest या salary नहीं दे सकता है. It can only pay this as per certain limits and only if there are profits. तो first जो भी उसने pay किया उसको add back कर लो. So 1,20,000 को भी add back कर लेंगे and 6,00,000 को भी add back कर लेंगे. दोनों को add back करने के बाद आपको मिल जाएगा 6,08,000. नाउ इसमें से इंटरेस्ट पहले पे कर देंगे. ऑलवेज पहले इंटरेस्ट लेंगे. इंटरेस्ट 12% पे है, 12% अलाउड होता है. तो 1,20,000 कैन आई माइनस? यस, 1,20,000 आई कैन माइनस. तो इंटरेस्ट माइनस कर लेते हैं. 6,08,000 में से 1,20,000 आई फिर माइनस, दैट इज 4,88,000. सो क्या इंटरेस्ट मिल जाएगा? यस. नाउ 4,88,000 में से गाइज दिस इज द बुक प्रॉफिट. इफ यू रिमेंबर बुक प्रॉफिट, इसमें गाइज यू हैव टू बाइफोकेट अप टू 3 lakhs एंड मोर देन 3 lakhs. अप टू 3 lakhs 90% अलाउड होगा. तो 3 lakh का 90%, this is the limit of how much salary they can pay, 2,70,000, and above 3 lakh is 1,88,000. उसका 60% they can pay, that is 1,12,800. So total up करेंगे 1,12,800 plus 2,70,000. So totally the firm can pay only 3,82,800. Actually उन्होंने ज्यादा पे कर दिया. पे कर सकते हो बट डिडक्शन नहीं मिलेगा. कितने का डिडक्शन मिलेगा? 3,82,800 डिवाइड बाय 3 पार्टनर्स के लिए. सो हर पार्टनर का डिडक्शन मिलेगा 1,27,600. एंड इसका शॉर्टकट है सेम टू सेम. मतलब इनको जो डिडक्शन मिलता है वही पार्टनर्स के हाथ में इनकम होगी. दैट्स व्हाट दे आर आस्किंग. जो सी के हाथ में कितनी इनकम होगी रेम्यूनरेशन? द आंसर इज 127,600. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. आई होप आई मार्क्ड इट येलो. यस, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एक बार वापस सुन लेना बिकॉज इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट. Next, Lister International, a non-resident engaged in the business of selling goods there, appoints Mr. Risky as an agent in India. क्या नाम है guys? For selling the such product. Mr. Risky works as an agent for several other persons. So वो independent agent है guys. He is not dependent agent and hence business connection नहीं आता है. If you remember section 911 ISSD IRF, the first one I, income from a business connection. For a business connection, you should be dependent and they should be dependent on you, not lead to a business connection since he is an independent agent. Next guys is 19, Mr. Krishna. Mr. Krishna is a resident in India, 61 years old, maintains a saving account with a cooperative bank and earns 20,000 interest. So interest है उसका 20,000 from a bank. He is 61 years old, तो 80 TTB मिलेगा उसको. And he also earns interest from FD and recurring bank deposit, but from an NBFC. So guys, वो 25,000 और वो 10,000 income में तो आएंगे, but guys 80 TTB में you will get FD and saving interest only if it's from a bank, cooperative bank or a post office, not from these two. So hence उसको इसका deduction नहीं मिलेगा. So maximum 20,000 का deduction ही मिलेगा. So that's what they've asked. What is the deduction? Under chapter 6 say the deduction is only 20,000. This is the right answer. Going to the next one guys, Mr. Alex is a resident but not ordinary resident during the year. He's doing his job in Kothari Chemicals. Funny, Alex in Kothari Chemicals seems like a misfit. As an accountant and earns 25,000 per month. So 25,000 into 12 basically is 3 lakh rupees की salary है. After 50,000 deduction 2,50,000 हो जाता है. He has no other income in India but has a vacant land in Canada. But doesn't matter guys, asset abroad only ROR के लिए requirement होती है. If ROR has an asset abroad then उसको compulsory return file करना पड़ेगा. He has no other income in Canada. So guys क्या उसको return file करना पड़ेगा? No, as his total income does not exceed basic exemption limit. And he's a resident but not ordinary resident, so hence he will not have to file his return of income. Ashutosh guys, very good question. Total income उसकी 3 crore 20 lakhs की है, which has 3 parts. Long term capital gain of 112 which is 57 lakhs. So इसमें 57 lakhs जिस पे 20% tax लगता है under 112. Long term capital gain है 65 lakhs का जिस पे 112A में टैक्स लगता है at the rate of 10% and that too only above 1 lakh. एंड बाकी 1.98 करोड़ पे या 198 lakhs पे नॉर्मल टैक्स लगेगा. सो गाइज लेट्स सी उसका वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट इज टैक्स लायबिलिटी. इसमें सरचार्ज भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो लेट्स चेक वन बाय वन. फर्स्ट 57 लाख पे 20% वो तो लगेगा. यस लगेगा. बट बेसिक एग्जेम्पशन लिमिट क्यों माइनस नहीं किया? बिकॉज गाइज 1,98,000 के अगेंस्ट बेसिक एग्जेम्पशन लिमिट माइनस करेंगे. देन 64 लाख पे 10% होगा. यस, तो ये दोनों हो गया. एंड 1,98,000 पे अब बेसिक एग्जेम्पशन लिमिट यूज करोगे. 65 years है. So up to 3 lakh nothing. From 3 lakh to 5 lakh 10,000. Then 10,000 5 lakh to 10 lakh 1 lakh. Basically what I'm trying to tell you is that 1,10,000 होगा up to 10 lakh और उसके ऊपर आपको कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा. Here is the calculation. Let me show it to you here only directly from here. So 57 lakhs, 65 lakh and 1 lakh 1.98 crores. This is the total income. इस पे 112A it is basically at the rate of 10% above 1 lakh, so 64 lakh पे 10%, 112 पे 15% एंड बैलेंस पे बेस्ड ऑन बेसिक एग्जाम्शन लिमिट, तो ये उसकी बेसिक टैक्स हो गई गाइस 75,30,000. नाउ गाइस क्या सरचार्ज लगेगा? यस, बट रिमेंबर गाइस ऑन 112A 111A दैट इज वो जो लिस्टेड यूयू है और डिविडेंड इनकम पे मैक्सिमम सरचार्ज ओनली 15% लगेगा. सो इवन इफ योर इनकम इज मोर देन 50 लाख, मोर देन 1 crore, मोर देन 2 crore, मोर देन 5 crore, डजेंट मैटर, आपको मैक्सिमम सरचार्ज इस पे लगेगा ओनली 15%. सो 112A का जो इनकम है 6,40,000, उस पे सिर्फ 15% लगेगा और बाकी उस पर कितना लगेगा? बाकी पे 25% लगेगा. एंड इफ यू ऐड सरचार्ज एंड सेस, दिस इज द फाइनल आंसर. रिपीटिंग गाइस, 111A 112A एंड डिविडेंड इनकम पे मैक्सिमम सरचार्ज इज ओनली 15%, नॉट 25, नॉट 37%. Next guys, Mr. Kumar, who's 62 years old, is a resident and ordinary resident and is a retired employee with a monthly pension of only 22,000. He has no other source of income. He has a house property in Bhatinda and his only son is living in London and has a house over there. London Kala son met with an accident unfortunately and died, and thereby the house is now in the name of Kumar. Guys, he's an ROR and he's holding an asset abroad. So even if his income is below the basic exemption limit, he'll still have to file his return of income because he has a house abroad. Yes, he's mandatorily required to file his return of income. 123rd, while deciding the liability of an individual to deduct TDS on payment of professional fees, which of the following is immaterial? Amount paid to a professional, material है. Turnover of financial year immediately preceding financial year, material है, because you should not be a small individual, small HUF for 194J. Turnover of this financial year, not important. Amount of fees paid, yes, because only if it's more than 30,000, then it will be applicable. So hence this is the immaterial thing. Guys, Mr. Ashutosh purchased his first dream home. Congratulations in Bangalore in 2021. He applied for a home loan of 40 lakhs. He got the home loan sanctioned on 20th July. The stamp duty value is 44 lakh. Basically, they're trying to indicate towards 80 EEA, वो भी मिलेगा, interest reduction, and 24B भी मिलेगा. But for EA, you should have paid the amount. The interest due on is 3,75,000 for the financial year, out of which he is paid only 3,26,000. But doesn't matter, 3,26,000 में 1,05,000 यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा because he has paid that. एंड 1.5 में से बैलेंस 3,75,000 में से अगर 1,50,000 ले लिया है तो बाकी 2,25,000, बट यहाँ पर ओनली 2 लाख मिलेगा बिकॉज इट इज सेल्फ ऑक्यूपाइड प्लेस. ऑलराइट, समवेयर ड्रीम होम, फर्स्ट ड्रीम होम, सो दे आर अज्यूमिंग इट इज सेल्फ ऑक्यूपाइड. सो हेंस गाइस यहाँ पे टोटली डिडक्शन मिलेगा 3,50,000 का. Mr. Vishal started a proprietary concern on 1st of April 2020 with a capital of 5 lakh. He incurred a loss of 1 lakh. Unfortunately, first year में loss लग गया, तो विशाल का contribution is only 4 lakh in the business now. To overcome the financial loss, he asked his wife to give a gift of 4 lakh. तो उसकी wife ने उसको 4 lakh gift कर दिया, तो almost like a partnership firm हो गई उनकी indirectly. फिर उसके प्रॉफिट हुआ 2 लाख. 2 लाख में से गाइस 1 लाख तो वाइफ के हाथ में क्लब हो जाएगा बिकॉज 50% इज ओन्ड बाय द वाइफ. सो हेंस इन द हैंड्स ऑफ कामिनी 1 lakh will be clubbed. Next guys, Nisha is a resident individual. For the assessment year, she has the following income: long-term capital gain on sale of equity shares. Guys, ये है 1,80,000. This is taxable at the rate of 10%, but only above 1 lakh. And उसमें भी basic exemption limit use कर सकते हो because you're a resident. And 2,75,000 is the other income. So अगर दोनों को add करें, 2,75,000 plus 1,80,000, it becomes 4,55,000. I'll give you a shortcut how to solve this, guys. जब भी capital gain हो, तो then you make a line here like this, where normal rate, then 20%, then 15% and then 10%, और सब में डाल दो. नॉर्मल रेट में 2,75,000 डाल दो, 20% में कुछ नहीं आएगा, 15% में कुछ नहीं आएगा, 10% में 1,80,000 डाल दो. So basically this is the way how basic exemption limit will be used. Now first 3 lakh उसकी basic exemption limit है, so out of 3 lakh 2,75,000 is used here, तो जीरो हो गया. यहाँ पे बैलेंस बचा 25,000, तो 25,000 is used here, तो बचा 1,80,000 minus 25,000 is 1,55,000. Now 1,55,000 में up to 1 lakh तो टैक्स लगेगा नहीं, और 55,000 पे लगेगा 10%, that is 5,500. उसको अगर आप सरचार्ज और सेस से इंक्रीज करोगे तो 5,720 is the right answer. Always try and do this so that your answer is well understood. Guys, watch it again in case you're confused. This is important. K is a working partner in a firm on behalf of his HUF. So guys, K and HUF, and there is a partnership firm. Partnership firm में partner is actually the HUF. This is the partner. K is only a representative, so K is other than a partner. He is not a partner, he is other than a partner. सो 3 लाख HUF ने कंट्रीब्यूट किया है एंड 50,000 इसने खुद के बलबूते पे किया है, खुद के रीजंस पे किया है, ऑन हिज ओन ही हैज डन 50,000. नाउ द फर्म पेज इंटरेस्ट एट द मार्केट रेट ऑफ 15%. गाइस 50%, 50,000 पे 15% तो कोई रिस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं है, सो 7,500 द पार्टनरशिप फर्म कैन पे. बट पार्टनर को, दैट इज HUF, दे कैन मैक्सिमम पे ओनली 12%. 12% इज 36,000. So 36,000 plus 7,500 if you do, that is 43,500. उतना ही डिडक्शन उसको मिलेगा. So the firm will be allowed a deduction of 43,500 only. Last three, guys, let's do the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Mr. Prakash is employed with XYZ Limited from 5th April 2017. He resigned on 31st March 2022 and wants to withdraw the accumulated balance of employer's contribution in EPF. Guys, after 5 years, अगर आप withdraw करते तो no problem. But 17 से, if you see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 नवंबर में 5 years complete होते हैं. उसने पहले ही withdraw कर लिया. And the withdrawal is more than 50,000, which is this is the case. Yes, 192A में 10% डिडक्ट होगा TDS. So this is the answer. Countdown goes to 2. Let's see this. Residential status of an HUF. Guys, HUF का residential status is under section 6(2). It depends upon where is the control and management. The control and management, even if it's partly from India, it is a resident. But resident में ROR है, RNOR, उसके लिए additional conditions देखो. Guys, as the Karta, the additional conditions, Karta has never visited India for the past 11 years, so additional conditions will not be fulfilled. So it's an RNOR, resident but not ordinary resident. And guys, grand finale, here we go. Guys, Shalini received interest on enhanced compensation of 5 lakh. Guys, interest on enhanced compensation IFOS में taxable होगा, but in the year of receipt. So it will be taxable in the year you receive it. Even though it relates to different years, it is taxable in this 1 year. And because it relates to different years, the government gives you a flat 50% deduction. So only 2,50,000 will be taxable under the head IFOS. Perfect, guys. And with this, we put an end to the MCQs. Now we'll go to the case studies and we'll watch those as well. Watch this video, watch it time and again whenever you want to revise. This is a very uphill task to do it alone, but together we can.